Hey everybody, I'm Corey Johnston. This is the welcome video for my YouTube channel, The Mind of a Skeptical Leftist. I'm a skeptic and an anarchist, and I have, I think, a bit of a unique perspective on things sometimes. So that's kind of the point of the YouTube channel. I'm driving all the time. I work out of my car for the gig economy because I don't work at the job I used to have anymore. I used to make pretty decent money working in the oil field. There's a lot of reasons that wasn't the right fit for me, so I ended up leaving it. And now I work in the gig economy trying to make ends meet. So right now I'm driving home from working at a kind of a gig job that I do for in another town, and yeah, so that's where we're at there. And I don't know, I've got a lot of opinions. They're not usually your typical white guy in a truck opinions. I happen to be in a car, for one. I take a look at things from a progressive stance and a leftist stance, but with an ear towards like really hardcore like scientific skepticism. Like, I'm really strict about my skepticism sometimes. Most things are bullshit. So there's that. That's why. But that also gives me a chance to really look at a lot of different things, and I have access to a lot of good relationships within the skeptical community. I've built a few relationships within the left YouTube community, but not really a lot. I've kind of been an anarchist on my own for a long time, and I didn't really find a lot of refuge or safeness in the anarchist spaces that I found online, because there was a lot of conspiracy thinking and a lot of kind of jumping to conclusions about a lot of stuff. I've found some more better spaces lately where like leftists, communists, anarchists, we all can kind of commiserate and communicate well. And I don't know what that was. But yeah, anyway, where was I? So this is my YouTube channel. You're gonna get videos from my podcast, because sometimes I'm going to record video when I do podcast recording, and I'm going to sometimes do video when I do interviews. I also am going to upload short videos, hopefully 15 to 20 minutes every day, but they're going to be, unfortunately, from my car, so the audio isn't going to be as good. But I feel the need often to have a hot take or two, and by the time I get around to writing it in a blog or researching more about it, or incorporating it into a podcast, of which I am actually a member of 3 podcasts. I do my solo show, The Mind of a Skeptical Leftist. I do a group show with some folks, some brilliant folks. Another person from Saskatchewan. I'm from Saskatchewan. And 2 people from down in the US. Absolutely amazing people. Great thinkers, great voices for the things that they advocate for. And I also do a Saskatchewan-based politics podcast once per week. So if you happen to be from Saskatchewan, you might find that I have some content that is really, really good for you, particularly if you're a leftist. If you're not from Saskatchewan, I hope that I can do lots of content based, on all kinds of regions. Obviously, the United States is a big fucking deal right now. I listen to a million podcasts about the news and stuff coming from down in the U.S. I also listen to a lot of podcasts about what's happening in Canada. So I have a lot of different news and perspectives coming at me. And I have I think, my own take on a lot of things. Sometimes I listen to people that I just go, yeah, that's absolutely, I agree with that 100%. But it's, even the people I agree with, I don't agree with them 100%. So there's that. I kind of have always been a contrarian to some degree. So, but I try not to be a dick about it. I didn't always try not to be a dick about it, but I try not to be a dick about it now. And I think that translates to a lot of things. I mean, I can be a jackass sometimes, but everybody can. I don't know. Is this getting a little bit long for a welcome video? So welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoy my content and slap your subscribe button or whatever the fucking script is supposed to say. But smash that like button. Sorry, I can't take myself that seriously. I'm a person who takes issues seriously, but I do not take myself seriously. So, yeah, trolls, come at me. I could give a shit. But I hope that I can produce some content, and I'd love to build an audience, and I'd love to create a community. And I would love to get out of this goddamn car. But that takes money. And I've got a lot of fucking bills, including this car. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Besides all that, I'll provide as many I'll provide as many links in the description box of this to content of mine that you can access. If you're interested in my past work, I've also done a lot of interviewing and podcasting / YouTube under the Brainstorm podcast. It's mainly a defunct show. Like we pod faded about a year and a half ago now. So mainly, yeah, maybe it's 2 years now. Time goes by pretty fast sometimes, but also 2020 seems like it's been 10 years, so it's hard to really keep track of what's going on. But yeah, I hope this video didn't suck too bad. I hope that everybody who sees this subscribes, likes, shares, all the stuff that you do when you enjoy the content that somebody produces. If you think that you would like me to address a particular topic, let me know if you want a hot take or if you need me to do research. I can do a lot of research. Like I enjoy reading up on various topics that enter the left news cycle or general politics or skepticism or science, so much of this stuff that I've spent a good portion of the last 10, 15 years working on, learning how to sift through facts and fiction and applying critical thinking to various subjects, but with also an eye towards being an empathetic person with progressive politics and trying to see the best evidence for where my politics should be as well as my empathy. So with that said, thanks again for watching this. I hope you have a good one, and Talk to you later.